The photo you're seeing right now is not a relic from a distant tragedy. It was taken recently in broad daylight on a street in Dar es Salaam. A woman, reportedly 3 months pregnant, lies motionless after being shot while fleeing. Officers in civilian clothing walk away without any urgency, as if this is just another day at work. This is the image now defining Tanzania's rapidly escalating political crisis, but the story took an even darker turn yesterday. CNN International has published an investigation that is shaking East Africa's political foundations. Working with local sources, journalists have identified a suspected mass gravesite on the outskirts of Dar es Salaam, ground that appears freshly disturbed, guarded, and avoided even by stray animals. Families searching for missing loved ones say authorities are telling them the same line, quote, "Your son fled to Kenya, but the soil tells a different story." According to CNN's reporting and testimony from mortuary workers, dozens of injured protesters were blocked from receiving medical treatment. Ambulances were allegedly diverted at police checkpoints. Some of the wounded, still showing signs of life, were redirected not to emergency wards but to mortuary facilities. One doctor, now in hiding, told CNN, quote, "They insisted these people were already gone, but some were still breathing. I heard someone asking for water before the doors closed." This doctor has since fled his workplace after receiving threats because the people he accuses are the same institutions now tasked with investigating the events. President Samia Suluhu Hassan has announced a government-led probe.
Serikali imechukua hatua ya kuunda tume ya kuchunguza yaliyotokea, yani inquiry commission, ili tujue kiini cha tatizo. Taarifa hiyo itatuongoza kujielekeza kwenye mazungumzo ya kuleta maelewano na amani.
But critics point out a glaring problem. The investigators and the accused are in essence the same machinery. The police, intelligence units, and local administrators, deeply entwined in the crackdown, are the one expected to determine whether wrongdoing occurred. That is why civil society groups, regional watchdogs, and international legal experts are calling the process dead on arrival. And then there are the individual cases that have sparked nationwide outrage. CNN was able to geolocate the location where the pregnant woman, identified as Amina Juma Hassan, a 29-year-old mother of 2, was fatally shot while attempting to run from the chaos. Her family says she had left home briefly to buy milk for her children. Another case involves a young man in a red shirt, filmed during an election day protest in Arusha. Video shows him standing unarmed with nothing in his hands before being shot at close range. Forensic analysts reviewing the footage confirmed the accuracy and direction of the shot, raising serious concerns about whether security officers were firing to neutralize threats or to intentionally end lives. These are not isolated incidents. They fit into a pattern.
Jambo lile lilipotokea, vijana waliingizwa barabarani kudai haki. Tunataka kujua haki gani ambao vijana hawa wameikosa, na kwa umoja wao waliingia barabarani kuidai haki hiyo. Purpose ya wale vijana kuingia ni haki gani, ili tuweze kuifanyia kazi na wapate haki yao. Lakini jengine, tunapofanya hii kazi, hebu tuende tukaangalie matamshi ya vyama vya upinzani. Wale waliokuwa wakisema lazima kiwake, hapakaliki, lazima aondoke, lazima kiwe hiki, uchaguzi hautafanyika. Kitu gani hasa kilichowaletea kufanya vile?
Over the past week, reports have emerged of journalists being detained, phones confiscated, and messaging apps throttled. Online searches for Tanzania protests have temporarily yielded sharply reduced results. Families searching for relatives have been turned away from police stations with no records, no explanations, and no bodies. And yet, despite mounting global attention, the international reaction remains muted. The ICC says it is monitoring developments. The African Union has issued a short statement expressing concern but offering no concrete steps. The UN Human Rights Council has been noticeably quiet.
Tunaambiwa kwamba vijana wale walioingia kudai haki walilipwa fedha kwanza ndio wakaingia barabarani, na wengi wao waliingia barabarani kuendana na hizo fedha walizopewa. Je, fedha zilitoka wapi? Zilitoka wapi? Kwa hiyo haya tukaangalie nchi za ndani na nje wamechangia nini kwenye mambo haya.
Observers fear deja vu. They remember the diplomatic hesitation and bureaucratic language that preceded some of the darkest moments in the region's history.